Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Wednesday, January 15th spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Leo Stark found out that Rafe Hernandez was occupied with a case, therefore Javi Hernandez was uncertain about his return time. Leo had a lead on the new lady whistleblower's residence, so he was still hopeful about assigning Rafe to another investigation. Leo saw his I Heart Rochester sweatshirt on the way out after a nice conversation with Javi. Leo felt foolish in his hotel room and thought Lady Whistleblower had been Javi all along, but he didn't approach Javi. On Wednesday's episode of Days, Gabby Hernandez met Carrie in the town square and became friends with him because they both detested Leo. Gabby obviously believed Carrie was a better romantic option for her cousin and was upset to learn of Javi's re-established friendship with Leo. Since she chose not to inform Xander Kyriakis about Philip Kyriakis' falsified letter, Sarah Kyriakis arrived at Stephanie Johnson's house with some very important news. Sarah clarified that she somewhat understood Philip's viewpoint and that he was using Titan to restrain Xander. Since she couldn't live with herself if Xander hurt Philip physically, Stephanie was also prepared to remain silent. However, if Xander discovered that Sarah had been harboring this secret, Stephanie essentially prophesied that things would go horribly wrong for her. That was a risk she had to take, Sarah insisted. Philip felt Xander's retaliation was imminent when he spoke with Kate Roberts Brady on the phone during Wednesday's Days episode at Titan. Philip was expecting Xander to pull a gun on him, but instead he came with a Sweet Bits croissant. Xander maintained that it was a gesture of goodwill and that he was determined to follow Maggie Kyriakis and Sarah's counsel. As their partnership progressed, Philip broke bread with Xander because he was prepared to put in real effort. Sarah later confronted Philip by herself and said that she and Stephanie were being silent. Sarah clarified, however, that if Philip didn't genuinely cooperate with Xander and not act against him, the deal would be cancelled. Xander appeared with inquiries after Philip expressed gratitude and mentioned that he owed Sarah something. Sarah pretended that Philip was merely expressing gratitude to her for persuading Xander to accept the co-CEO role. After Rafe, also known as Arnold Feniger, came out of the DiMera tunnels on Wednesday's DOL episode, Jada Hunter demanded answers at the DiMera home. Steve Johnson was unaware of it since Arnold acted as though he was on the DL investigating a case for E.J. DiMera. Since Sloane Peterson never paid for her involvement in the baby theft, EJ made up a tale about employing Rafe to track her down. Given his past dishonesty, Jada was dubious because she thought EJ would want to let sleeping babies lie in this circumstance. Jada had a lot of questions, but Arnold and EJ took turns answering them, so she was satisfied. In order to purchase Jada a surprise wedding present, Rafe also acted as though he was getting a hefty check, which seemed to ease tensions a little. Arnold soothed Rafe before she ran off after Jada warned him not to frighten her in that way again. Stephanie later verified to Jada that she was no longer with Philip and would not be attending the wedding with a companion. Jada reassured Stephanie that they were proceeding with the wedding at full speed and expressed her happiness at having located Rafe. On Wednesday's Days episode, back at the DiMera mansion, EJ was impressed by Arnold's handling of that situation and concluded that perhaps he might still be helpful by pretending to be Rafe. The problem was that EJ had a plan for how to deal with Arnold's love attempts toward Jada, which he didn't want to happen. We'll keep you informed about any impending disasters because, according to spoilers on Days of Our Lives, EJ will undoubtedly live to regret this arrangement. To be honest, there isn't a single Days of Our Lives viewer who didn't get excited during the most recent episode. Nicole is truly deserving of better. It is too painful to lose her kid, even if it is still alive. Despite this, she is being made to accept that her child is dead. However, how long is this ruse likely to last? The truth bomb will eventually detonate and reveal the guilty parties. According to the most recent teasers, Nicole will insist on seeing the body of her child. Now what are Melinda and Sloane going to do? Will this be the thread that yanks their covers off? To find out, continue reading. Nicole is grieving as she finds it difficult to accept the death of her baby. Fans of Days of Our Lives, including EJ Nicole, are devastated by the most recent shocking development. They don't, despite the fact that we know their baby is healthy. Additionally, the agony they displayed on film in the previous episode practically made us gasp for breath. Nicole was aware that her pregnancy was at high risk. She was aware that issues would arise, and she was doing everything in her power to prevent them. As she croaked that she took care of herself, it was heartbreaking to witness her breakdown with EJ. Fans were moved to tears by Nicole's destruction and EJ's powerlessness. Any mother finds it difficult to accept the loss of their child. In the same way, Nicole on Days of Our Lives will want to see her child after her initial shock subsides, despite the fact that it is dead. According to the leaks, Nicole will request to have her child, so that before they are able to rest in peace, she can see it and hold it one last time. However, how can that be accomplished? Nicole is unaware that her kid is still alive and secure with Sloan and Melinda. Nicole's demand on Days of Our Lives causes Sloan to panic. According to the most recent spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Sloan and Melinda will get extremely alarmed upon learning of Nicole's demands. They are, after all, at the end of this miserable scheme. They bought off a dubious physician to confirm that Nicole and EJ's unborn child died from difficulties. But creating a phony body is a very different matter than creating a false medical certificate. And a baby's, too. Does this imply that Sloan and Melinda's game is about to end? Unfortunately, no. Melinda is not one to give up lightly, as the Days of Our Lives spoilers further demonstrate. She really is a resourceful woman and a sharp tool. Therefore, it is highly likely that she will ask for additional favors and locate a dead baby to present to Nicole. Fans should buckle up since there will soon be another heart-stopping film. In the next episodes, Nicole might grieve for the loss of another mother and harbor her dashed hopes. Additionally, the teasers indicate that Nicole will keep losing her mind as she tries to cope with her loss. However, how long will this continue? Eventually, the truth will still be out. How is the only question? Do you have an idea? In the comments, let me know. For more Days of Our Lives news and updates in the interim, check out TV season and spoilers. As their partnership progressed, Philip broke bread with Xander because he was prepared to put in real effort. Sarah later confronted Philip by herself and said that she and Stephanie were being silent. Sarah clarified, however, that if Philip didn't genuinely cooperate with Xander and not act against him, the deal would be cancelled. Xander appeared with inquiries after Philip expressed gratitude and mentioned that he owed Sarah something. Sarah pretended that Philip was merely expressing gratitude to her for persuading Xander to accept the co-CEO role. In order to purchase Jada a surprise wedding present, Rafe also acted as though he was getting a hefty check, which seemed to ease tensions a little. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.